Yo, what's going on everybody? I'm your boy Numbskull and welcome back to today's report. I know I already uploaded today, but since I missed yesterday's upload due to some substances hitting a bit harder than expected, those of you who saw my TikTok story know, I'm gonna be doing a double upload today to compensate for that. We gotta make this one short, sweet, and simple though, as I'm having some Ambien in just a few minutes. So, today we're going on a nice Erowid expedition and diving into a report on just that, Ambien, also known by its generic chemical name, Zolpidem. Let's get into it. Drugs taken: Zolpidem, at a dose of 10 milligrams orally, and repeated doses of crushed pills, insufflated. Gender, female. Weight, 165 pounds. Time of experience, 2010. Age at time of experience, 18. Sexual Truth Serum, by Red Hot Pickles. I'm writing about two of my Zolpidem, or Ambien experiences, mostly to get them off my chest, partly to show how dangerous this drug can be. In February of 2011, I was prescribed Ambien 10 milligrams for insomnia, as my psychiatrist had tried a few other meds and nothing seemed to be working. It worked wonderfully and put me right to bed. A few weeks later, a male friend was spending the night at my house because he didn't want to drive back to the university's campus. We had previously expressed sexual interest in one another, but I knew nothing would happen because I had a boyfriend. When it was just about time to go to bed, I announced I was going to try snorting my Ambien to see what would happen. I had read that sometimes snorting Ambien could cause hallucinations, and at this point I had never taken acid or shrooms and wanted to experience hallucinating for the first time. Everything past this point is quite blurry. I remember crushing it and snorting it, and repeating this somewhere between 2 and 5 times, but the factual events are questionable. I remember my friend swallowed at least one, and I think I convinced him to snort one. Either way, we were both completely out of it. He told me later I had been talking to a pair of my pants on the floor for at least 10 minutes because I thought they were fish. I had also been talking about seeing an army of men in the room that had come to pleasure me, an elf and an airplane. I remember everything was moving and breathing, and the Ambien had made me extremely aroused. My male friend, P, and I ended up having sex not just once or twice, but many times. I remember we didn't use a condom except for one of the times, and I'm pretty sure he ended up slipping it off. I don't remember much else. I'm sorry, I didn't pre-read this, guys. We're experiencing this together. I remember we didn't use a condom except for one of the times, and I'm pretty sure he ended up slipping it off. I don't remember much else, but we both woke up over 14 hours later with no pants or underwear on. I don't know if I was so torn up about the fact I cheated on my boyfriend, or if the Ambien caused me to be emotional, but I sobbed for most of the morning and ended up breaking my mirror accidentally. Luckily, get pregnant. Oh fuck, I might have to record this one again. Luckily I didn't get pregnant from having unprotected sex since I'm on the pill, but everyone having sex on Ambien should be careful to make sure they're safe. My next experience happened only last night, June of 2011. I swallowed my 10 milligram pill as usual, but apparently didn't go to sleep. I ended up snorting 2 or 3 more Ambien and wandering outside to smoke a cigarette. I found one of the razors I used to chop up pills when I snort them, which had been hidden for months until then, and took it outside with me. I remember texting my friend, the same from the above story, and telling him that pain felt good. As I sat on the deck, which can easily be seen by several backyards and 2 streets in my subdivision, I cut myself several times on my thigh and ankle. I realized I probably shouldn't be doing this outside, and sat in my living room on the floor and cut myself shallowly a few more times. During this whole experience, I vaguely remember talking to myself, but someone else was responding. It was as if the Ambien had brought out a second personality. When I responded to myself, I even used a different voice. This other self was mischievous and was laughing throatily and decided that I wasn't cutting myself enough. I've never had problems with this, by the way, and I wasn't just doing it because I was depressed. The Ambien just made it feel good, and for some reason, the other self liked playing with the blood, and I ended up making a big slash across the back of my hand. I don't remember anything else except running to the closet to get the first aid kit and trying to flush the contents of the bathroom garbage can down the toilet, which had several empty toilet paper rolls in it, and clogged it. I woke up this morning covered in blood everywhere, even on my face. I went to look in the mirror and discovered that after I had cut the back of my hand, I had used the blood like paint and had finger painted blood all over my body in different swirls and designs. I looked through my text history on my phone with my friend, and it really scared him. I asked him to wake up and come out and play, and asked him what his deepest fantasies were and that there was a lot of blood. He stopped responding quickly, saying he was going to bed, and he didn't want to hear any more because it didn't sound like me. I've also never been diagnosed with having multiple personalities, nor have I ever felt like I've had them when not on Ambien. I have no idea what caused such a horrible reaction this morning, but I've decided to give my Ambien to my friend for her to keep and only give me one pill a night so this doesn't happen again. I'm fine now and didn't lose as much blood as I thought. I've had a few other weird experiences since being described it, but nothing like the above. I've texted people very personal things that I haven't even told my boyfriend. That's why me and my friends call it the truth serum, and it brings things out of you you'd never dream of telling otherwise. I've said embarrassing, mean, and just downright strange things while on it before. So just be careful. And that is gonna be it. Had some similar experiences, well, at least the second one myself, although I'm not talking about the cutting part, I'm just talking about the hallucinations. I really should have pre-read this one, guys. But Ambien is truly a unique drug. It can be downright odd, however, so may not be for everyone. But I personally love it. If you enjoyed hearing this, like I enjoyed reading it, a like and a subscribe and or follow would be very much appreciated. You know, I really should have wrote the outro after reading the report, whatever. A like and a subscribe and or follow would be very much appreciated. Don't forget those post notifications so you don't miss out, and comment letting me know if there's anything particular you'd like covered, as I'd be happy to oblige. And if you've got an experience of your own you'd like to share, do send it in. As I've said, I take reports via my Instagram and Facebook, but TikTok DMs do just fine too if that's more your style. Stay frosty, and stay curious, and most importantly as always, stay safe out there. And with that, I will of course see all of you in the next one. Peace.